What's going on, everybody? Max Leahy here with Private Label Hero. Today I want to talk to you about your photos on Amazon. Photos are one of the most crucial elements of your listing. A lot of times people don't even read the bullets or the description of the product, and they just buy based on your photos. They say a picture's worth 1,000 words. Well, on Amazon it may be worth thousands of dollars. So what makes a great picture that someone is really going to be interested to buy? One of the biggest things that people overlook are live action shots. So you want photos where people are actually using the product. The reason this works is on a psychological level. When people see other people using the product, they can imagine themselves using that same product. What makes a great live action picture? Well, there's a lot of components, like the lighting, where the picture was taken, if it's correct to your demographic. For example, if your main demographic is male and you have a female using the product, it's going to be hard for that guy to imagine himself using it. So there's a bunch of things that will affect how well those pictures sell your product. So today I'm going to show you some examples of some really great product pictures from some listings that have done incredibly well. So let's take a look at what makes a great picture on Amazon. One of the really big differences between selling in store and selling online is that the customer, when they're in store, can reach out and grab that product. They can test it out, they can feel exactly what it feels like. When you're online, you have to rely on the photos to do that. So there's a few different things that separate good photos from bad photos. And I'm going to show you exactly what those are and how to create really great photos that really sell your product on Amazon. So one of my favorite examples of this is this product right here called Eargasm, high fidelity earplugs for musicians. So you see here, their main image is a white background, which is required by Amazon, but they show the casing that it comes in, they show the additional casing that they give you, they show the different types of earplugs here. They have the clear ones and the ones with the blue filter. And then as we click onto different pictures here, they show a nice little infograph of the different sizes. They have a small size, a standard size, and then we go down even further and we see another really great close-up picture of the earbuds themselves and the container that it comes in. Another little infograph here. What I really like here though is they show you a really great in-action photo. People are buying these products based on emotion. They want to imagine themselves using that product. So here we see, a beautiful woman wearing the product on the beach, sounds not bothering her. I would suggest even for this you could do a guy at a concert as well. You have one more photo, let's see what it is, another infograph, which is really good too. You see here they're putting all the different sizing in here too, which is great. How tall it is, how short it is. They show 35% shorter than many competing brands, making it easier to carry most likely. So this is a really good example of how you can do your product shots. Now let's take a look at not such a good example. So this is another brand. They've done pretty well. They probably have a good product. But you see here, their main image kind of shows a backed up shot of the product inside the case. It's not really too appealing. They took the product out of the case and they showed the case separately, the product separately, and the container, the carrying container comes in separately. Like the last listing, it'd probably be a lot more appealing. And then we take a look over here. Again, they're showing this, but it looks really far away. I can't really see the details. I'm not really feeling like I could, in my mind, reach out and hold this product. I have to really zoom in, and even when I zoom in, it's kind of blurry. So this one's a little better, but I look at this thing on the top here, and I have no idea what that is. So I still, when I zoom in, I really don't know what this piece of the product is. So these really aren't great. And here's a little infographic, but you can barely see the images of the product. They give a little, the biggest bands, brands, festivals, and DJ trust earpiece for their merchandise. Yeah, says who? I mean, that's really salesy to me. It's not really explaining the product. And then here we have another infograph, but it's kind of difficult to read without really zooming into it. When I zoom in, it's way too close. So these aren't great photos. Now we go back to Eargasm. Look, first photo that comes up, it's really crystal clear, it's close up. I feel like I could reach out and grab this product. That's really good. That's what makes you want to buy the product. And when this first photo is displayed on the search results, people are going to see this and they're really going to want to buy this product. It's going to do a lot better. A lot of people might read the title and then just look at the pictures and buy. They're no longer even going through to the bullet points here about the product. And they're definitely not going all the way down here. We have a really great listing on this that's showing everything close up and a lot of text. A lot of people aren't even getting down to that point. They're literally looking at the title, they understand what the product is, they look at the pictures, and the pictures sell the product. So you really need to keep that in mind when you're doing product photography. Now I recommend having each piece of your product separated. You can have one together, and then you could do separate pieces like they do here, and take them in a white box, and then or you could white out the background. But it is required to have your first picture as a white background. And I think the best way to do it is show it like this. Show your product packaging, show the individual pieces of your product. If it comes with a carrying case like this one, definitely show that and show the actual product itself or the multiple products, which we see here, the blue and the clear. Really show all that. And then you can use stuff like this and do great infographics, which really explain your product well. And then show each individual separate piece of the product, and then show some great live action shots. Personally, I recommend 2 to 3 really nice, crisp live action shots. What they did here too, which is cool, is they blurred the background of the shot. And what that does is it forces our eyes to look where they want us to look. Our eyes instantly focus on the clear image, which is the woman using the product. You can absolutely do that with any product you launch here, and that will have a huge impact. So keep those in mind when you go through product photography.